Yeah. Did you have an idea of what your social identity was when you were in high school? And how does that compare to now?
Oh.
That's a good one.
I thought I did, but I think back in high school, I knew that I wasn't like a fully formed character.
Are you a Pokemon?
Maybe. I knew I was still growing and I was okay with that. Definitely a lot better now because I know like what kind of people I want to be around, what kind of person I want to become, and yeah. Lisa, what did you want to be as a child, and is this something you're doing now?
The first thing I ever wanted to be was an artist, but my parents didn't. Yeah, my parents are traditional Chinese, so they definitely didn't want me to do that. Told me that artists who actually make money only make money after they die. But I'm not an artist now, but I'm a designer, and I think that's pretty close. So,
like artist, it's not so much about being one, because can you train to be one though? Maybe you can train, but that creativity and that feel has to come from you, right? Compared to other things. Yeah. So I think you're an artist.
Thanks.
Maybe you're just not making money out of it, or not as much
sure.
as you want to.
That's a good point. If it's an identity thing versus what you're making. Okay, sure.
At what age do you feel like you grew up and assumed responsibilities throughout life?
This is funny because I feel like I didn't need to carry on those responsibilities, but when I was between 6 to 7, I feel like I was such a grown-up and just continued like that. Yeah.
Just having
Like I'm first child and then first grandchild too from both sides of the family. So there is that, I guess there is a little bit of pressure, but I think I necessarily had to be responsible. I think it was just like a natural thing that came.
Have you ever experienced anxiety? If not, explain what you think anxiety is.
Have people never experienced anxiety?
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Next.
What are some things you wished had no implications or consequences? Oh.
Recently, cuss people out.
Was there ever a time in your life where you thought you were impervious to anxiety or depression?
Ooh. I think for sure, I've dealt with anxiety and depression in my life, and I think it was very high functioning. Mm-hmm. So I felt like it affected me, but not I was immune to it affecting my function of life. I was still very,
What type of advice are you known to give out to people, and what do people come to you for? That's a good one. I feel like you give good advice.
A lot of people come to me for validation. I make them ask themselves oh, why do you need those validation? What is it that you really need, that you're seeking those things? I don't tell people what to do, but I do give I share experiences and whatnot and what certain actions can look like. But yeah, I think that's why people come to me, is because they're also ready to hear what they don't want to hear in a diplomatic way. That's what I would say.
What measures do you take to ground yourself after an emotional ordeal?
Oh, I like this one. When I'm definitely the type to need to be alone to be with my feelings, so spending time on my own. But I definitely, journal about things, and I definitely use art as a way of, understanding emotions, making charts. I I make charts of why or what I can do about things, so that I can visually see how to deal with things.
That's actually very helpful.
What did you want to be as a child, and is this something you're doing now?
I think the earliest memory of what I wanted to be was a celebrity. We had in our class where oh, write down like your bio, whatever. And I brought it home. I showed it to my dad. I wanted to be celebrity, and he's like,
and in what? Like as an actor or as
no, nothing. Yeah, he's like, okay, well, what do you want to be? Like, what are you gonna do? I was like, I just want to be famous.
That's so funny.
This being said, would your younger self be proud of the person you have become today?
Yeah, I would say so. I think, yeah, when I was like little, I didn't think that I'd ever be in a creative field. It wasn't until I was in grade 12, like last minute, that I decided to go to art school. And I thought my whole life I would be, you know, forced into a route that I had to do because of my parents. But I think if I had, my little younger version would be really proud that I took those risks and stuff, for sure.
Oh, that's so nice. Yay. Okay.